is where I do a nifty transition of text, and now we're on channel Everyday Life. And so the first thing
Yeah.
I'd like to ask you was if you could give us a sense of what your work is like in creating the videos. So from idea to recording to render to making the thumbnail to upload and all that's in between. So what is the process of making a video? And I'm going to ask Miles because I think he's the most active in making videos.
Right. Well,
Wow, bitch.
right as it works now, we all have separate jobs, really. So, like, I don't know. I'm probably still the one who records the
That is
most
the
right now.
follow-up question. So go ahead. What is the task division? So yes, you can answer those two
So,
questions.
right now, mainly because I have a shiny new computer, which is pretty powerful, I'm the one who's doing most of the recording. And obviously, I deal with most of the editing process and that. So, shall I go into details on what I use? Or?
Yeah, you can mention it in brief, sure, because there are some people who
So,
love to
like,
know.
for recording purposes, on my microphone, I use a guitar hero microphone. Which sounds ridiculous, but it's what I've used through the whole time
And
of
it
Odyssey.
sounds
It's
pretty good,
sort of,
actually.
yeah. It's like I was trying out different microphones. I had this headset which sounded awful. I
Yep.
had this mic downstairs and I was like, I'll plug it in, see what it sounds like. And it's the quality sounds not professional, I'd say, but it's pretty
Yeah,
good for
it is
what it
pretty
is.
clean. So
You can get one of these for about 10 quid. So if anyone is actually interested in starting making videos, I would actually recommend using
Like a
is it?
guitar
Is
hero,
it?
Mike.
I'm not kidding.
That's a shit piece of advice. The worst mic in the world.
For economy wise, for the people who are not going to spend 60 quid on or $60 on a microphone, then a Guitar Hero microphone is fine because some people might already have them.
Yeah.
To be honest, but yeah. Anyway, off
Hold on.
microphones.
In the microphone section, is it jacked input or USB input?
It's
Okay.
USB.
Okay. Go.
Grow.
So the rest of the process you mentioned
For,
recording. So yeah.
yeah, for actual recording footage, we use Fraps, which is pretty bog standard for most people who do videos. Live streaming, we use XSplit, but we don't really live stream that much right now. Editing, we all use Sony Vegas, don't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's interesting
There
how
was a period of about
yeah, sorry. It's
Go on.
interesting how I've been talking to a lot of people on this side of YouTube of making Terraria videos and all that, and it seems that most people are using Sony Vegas. I don't know if that's because of you, but that's interesting.
I know initially for like the first 5 months, I'll say we was using Windows Movie
Oh, wow.
Maker.
Yeah. It
Pros.
works. It
Ah,
works.
That's
Yeah.
the first time.
It was a dark time.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So,
The upgrade was
mhm.
nice.
So, and I'm assuming that you basically do the most part of the render as well.
Yeah, rendering.
And
is
what
all
about
me.
the thumbnails? I think
Right.
Yeah,
Me and Rory will go
yeah,
to
I knew
this.
it.
All right.
Right. First of all, when we first got the thumbnails, Hero actually showed me this program, and I didn't know that was a 60-day trial. But yeah, I used to make the thumbnails. I done loads of them. Right. It was really awesome because they were quite original. Like,
Yeah,
that no one else-
Could you mention the
Yeah.
program's name?
Oh God, what is it?
Don't know what it is.
Microsoft.
Microsoft Digital Image Starter Edition 2006 editor.
Yes, it is boss.
Well done for remembering that
But
long
yeah.
name.
Yeah. But yeah, the trial ran out, and I was like, oh my God, literally 1.1 was coming out, and I
Oh,
needed to
man.
make tons of thumbnails, right? But Rory
Yeah, he taught me the ways
was
of
there.
the Jedi.
Yeah, I taught him the ways of the warrior. And he started making the thumbnails. His trial then ran out, but now he's just being a cheap bastard with the thumbnails.
Yeah, copy
I then
paste
attempt-
everything.
I attempted to learn Photoshop, but then it
You
just
know,
goes.
there
it's
are
a bit.
some programs where you can just reinstall and delete the registry files of the program, and you can just reinstall the file.
Should we really be talking about
yes.
this?
Oh my god, yeah.
Is it raining there? That is very interesting.
Yeah, but yeah, that's the thumbnail
Okay,
business.
so you basically had to when you were partnered, then you had to go back and add thumbnails to everything.
Yeah, that took a
Yeah.
long
God,
time.
God. Stop.
The thumbnails aren't too bad though. They take like 5 minutes to do. That's
Yeah.
not even. It's not even a
Well, the whole
job,
process
really.
of making, exporting the image, and then uploading to YouTube, and then
Yeah,
sounds
I
quite
guess.
annoying.
Oh, it's
You have to be
ter-
on when the video is uploaded, otherwise the thumbnail doesn't come on for
it
like
could take
3
about
days or
five.
something.
It could take like over 7 hours to put the
Yeah,
thumbnails.
that's
Yeah.
how it works when you're uploading regular thumbnails as well. When you're not,
Yeah, it's that
if you
thing.
do it afterwards.
Man.
Oh yeah. By the way, who has the ideas of the videos? And sure.
That's all of us.
Everyone. That's pretty much it, really.
Come up with a good idea,
Good
do
answer.
it.
But
Yeah.
the process. I'll quickly explain the process. One person has an idea. We then develop that idea. Do it. That is pretty much it.
Then upload.
Yeah.
Complicated.
Okay. Cool. And do you have many scrapped ideas, or just pretty much everything you think of go up on the channel?
We have.
I'd say about
We have-
75% of the ideas we come up with, we never end up doing.
Really?
There is
That-
many,
But
many.
Yeah.
do you actually
unfinished
do you
things.
just have a group session and like, okay, what if we do this? No, it's crap. Or do you actually record and put in a lot of time into them and then find out, oh, this is good?
No, we never do that. It's
Well,
always
we,
just...
we do occasionally. So,
Yeah,
considering
I
what happened
guess.
yesterday, Rory.
Oh,
True.
Ooh.
Actually, well, you know, me and Rory, we sit next to each other in English, and Rory just turns to me sometimes and just goes, we need some ideas, some videos, and then we'll just start, like, silently thinking, and we'll just, like, come up with really bad ideas.
Oh.
me and Miles.
we
Well,
never do.
Yeah.
League of Legends videos we came up with, Will.
And Jack
Yeah.
hated it at first, and now all of his tweets are angry tweets at people. Shameless plug, go follow Odyssey on Twitter because they don't have nearly 21,000 followers on Twitter yet. Something is
Yeah.
very strange
Jack
in that
underscore
picture.
Odyssey.
I have 490. Haha.
Well done. Well done.
I don't even use it, to be honest.
I do.
I don't use it anymore.
Okay.
I vaguely do. I mean,
I'm hip, so I do.
social media is too much effort.
Right.
Okay.
In fact, I'm tweeting about this interview right now.
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah, this is something that we've mentioned backstage, but what is kind of your relationship with other YouTubers? Is it like, I don't want to say rivalry, but yeah, is it kind of like rivalry or partnership, camaraderie? What do you think of that? And I'm going to ask Joe because he seemed to be the PR guy.
I think in the beginning we had
In the beginning.
a few. I don't know what I don't know whether to name names or not. I don't know.
Yeah,
Yeah, okay,
you
okay,
can
I'll name
use
names,
code
okay.
words as well.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Okay. So code word. So in the beginning, when we started to put stuff on the wiki, Terraria Help also started putting stuff on the wiki, and we kind of had like, a little bit of a rivalry going on there, whereby he'd put a video on and take ours off, and then we'd put ours on as well, and it kind of
Take his off. Yeah.
yeah, take his off, and it was
Professional rivalry.
yeah, it was kind of like that, and eventually that's why we all got thrown off the wiki. I
We
think
all did, pretty much.
I think that was the only real negative kind of relationship that we've had, except for more recent
Like-
ones with Sai. But I don't know. I wouldn't say I don't know. I wouldn't say that our relationship is awful, but I would say that it's like good.
We haven't had a mutually beneficial relationship.
Okay.
To make
So
myself sound positive.
To be fair, I think on the matter of Psy, that should probably be the end of that. Because we
Yeah,
don't want all the comments to be, oh, what are you talking about? You know,
Yeah.
okay. Yes, Joe?
There is a lot of good people on YouTube
Mhm.
though, like Pedguin,
Oh,
Ian,
yeah.
Verbal Processing,
There's
Hero,
people that
obviously,
deserve
You're a
more.
Myth,
Hero,
Yeah.
for one.
Fucking
Just
Maya
yeah.
tutors.
Mhm.
Maya Tutors, HV. There's many people. I've probably missed out a load because I'm an idiot, but
yeah,
there
we've,
is a
we've
lot
met
of people.
we've met way more people who have had a positive impact on our channel than we have negative.
Oh,
We've
definitely.
If you don't mind
Definitely.
me asking, there was one CGG jet that you actually never uploaded, but that's on Hero's channel. The one on the tournament finals.
Oh, yeah.
And you said you decided to give him the $50 so that could go for his fund or something. But you mentioned that he'd
Yeah.
helped you with getting partnered. Can you go into a little small detail of that? Maybe.
Go on,
Yeah, okay.
Miles.
Well, basically, Hero. I wouldn't say he was a guardian angel, but he has helped us a hell of a lot. Like, he has taught us so much about stuff, and like, he is a very smart guy when it comes to YouTube. He knows what he's doing. He knows how to drive traffic
Okay.
sources and stuff like that, and he has sort of like shared his knowledge with us pretty much. So like thumbnails and stuff, like Jack was saying
Yeah,
about
exactly.
he showed Jack how to do all that stuff, and like
Shoot.
shoot, yeah.
Oh, for God's sake.
He throws shoot.
Okay.
showed. There
Throw
you
shoot.
What?
Are you okay, Mike?
go. Maybe I shouldn't
Wow.
have ate that mushroom.
Wow.
He gave her drugs. Right.
Oh,
yeah.
No.
Odyssey Games do not.
Don't do drugs, kids.
What's the word I'm looking for?
Drugs.
Promote the use of drugs. We are not.
in quite a few videos, we have
You
said
actually-
like we've spent all of our partnership money on drugs. So
Yeah, just to point out that's us being.
that's
selfish.
not
Yeah.
true.
But actually, Miles had such a long pause in his sentence.
Say that.
Sorry, Will. Go ahead.
Sorry. Yeah.
Oh, okay, go. Speak. You were saying
I
something.
think he was just laughing.
No,
staring.
I'm
Okay, never
done.
mind. I was just
Oh my
gonna say-
God.
Nah, never mind. Yes. Okay. Is there anything you'd like to say about the relationship with YouTubers and people that have come and gone, supported you or not?
I think all the friends we've made, all the people that Rory mentioned, have helped us in some way. Delicious cinnamon, Jesus Christ!
Oh yeah.
Completely forgot.
Yeah.
They've helped quite a lot recently. They're cool guys. They're with Curse as well.
Recently, the Gamers
like-
Cave.
Oh yeah, Gamers Cave. He's a cool guy.
We like now we're still meeting loads of new people. It's brilliant.
That WoW channel that we sub boxed.
I forgot who his name was.
This
Yeah.
is turning into the shout out portion of the video.
Yeah.
Aces Gamer. Oh god damn!
He's
I'm
a-
looking
yeah,
at them
he's
now.
a-
Tactical
He's
He's
Creeper.
even an admin on the forums.
Yeah. Freaking Urami.
I said,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
I said
you're-
Uramir.
Of course.
Oh my god. And Curse.
That
But
it
yeah,
then?
that's pretty
Yeah.
much it.
Curse are who we actually partner with
Yeah.
right now have helped us a lot.
Well,
Yeah.
they should. They're your partners.
Hmm.
Okay.
Sponsors, I think. is the
Yeah,
word.
that makes more
Sponsor.
sense when you use words that exist. Well, so and this closes.
Shoot.
Exactly. This closes the second section of the interview. That's channel Everyday Life. And now we're moving on to the final section of the interview, which is miscellaneous and the future. So,
Yeah.
first of all, I would like to ask you something that Miles almost accidentally answered, which was if you'd say that your IRL friends and family are supportive of your work on YouTube or not. And let's start with Will, because he hadn't said much.
Yeah, they are. Yeah. I don't really talk to them much about it, but they're aware of it and they're okay with it. But yeah.
Actually, let's go on a circle. Joe, what about you?
Yeah, my family kind of know about it, like Will's, and they're sort of aware of it, and they know that, there's some sort of money in it, and therefore they're all interested. And yeah, like at the beginning, it was just kind of like, oh, we're doing YouTube videos, just like, that's more of an excuse for you to spend time on computer. But yeah, now it's kind of paying off.
Okay, what about you, Jack?
Hang on. I need to cough. Sorry, I keep muting the mic on Skype. Right, yeah. Yeah. I speak to my mum, my sister, my dad, my nan about it, and they're like, "Oh, your website." It's not a website.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
my
can
my
get
mum
that
my mum calls it a website.
not a
Well,
bloody
now you can say,
website.
yes, I do
Old
have a
woman.
website.
Yeah, but yeah, we can
Yeah.
say. Yeah,
Yeah.
my
So
dad.
finally,
For
they were
myself.
actually making a prophecy, though.
Yeah, my dad's like, "Oh, Jack, can you help me out? I could make some videos about making chairs on there, earn some money." I'm like, "Dad, mate, you're not cool enough. You may be Welsh, but that doesn't mean anything." But yeah, they're pretty supportive.
Okay. Rory?
My parents don't really understand particularly. I could explain it.
What do you mean they
It's
don't
like-
understand what? Sorry if I'm prying, but
Like why people would watch videos of like us in them, and they don't
Okay.
get why people watch
Rory, what's that?
money.
Yeah.
What is that? What's that stand? What am I saying?
Oh.
okay, Miles, what about you?
Well, yeah, it's like my parents, like sort of semi on Rory. They didn't have an understand. I tried to explain to them many times, and they just didn't care. And they were like, "Oh yeah, whatever." They pretty much didn't believe me.
Really?
And I think the first time we got our first paycheck, they were like, "Oh, he's not kidding." And then
Let
they
me
sounded
take a look at
very
that, son.
interested.
I shall keep it away in a safe place.
Yeah, that's pretty much how it
Okay.
worked.
Barry. Sorry, Mike. It was.
Okie
Continue.
dokie. This is kind of a question that's touching a bit on something that we've mentioned with YouTubers, but now without not related to people helping you, what are some good experiences that you've had over the course of this past year?
Um,
Wow.
I think
Um,
Rory should explain one thing.
Wink, wink. I don't know.
Oh yes.
Oh
What?
my
Ah.
god.
Do explain.
I think most people probably already know
Oh.
that.
Sorry.
Him
Do
and
I
Puka
don't-
Come on,
Noodles.
Rory.
Okay, let
I
Rory.
don't have. I'm not legally obliged to go into that.
Yeah, come on, fail the peer pressure.
No.
Basically, Rory met a woman.
Yeah.
She is lovely. She makes art, does the drawings for her. Puka, you all
Not to
know
give you
her.
any sort of tip.
Like our backgrounds and stuff.
She's nearly as
Plug a
popular as we are.
plug a thingy, Mujiki.
Oh, it's changed, isn't it? It's Puka Noodles.
2009.
No, it's the same.
Dot
It's the
DB.
same,
Oh,
except now it's capitalized on the right letters.
Oh, nice
Whereas it was
Nice one.
all lowercase before.
one. Oh, sweet.
Because now, people, if you're a
Yeah.
premium on DeviantArt, you can change your name. Yes, that's quite right. I was actually going to. Never mind. I should probably say that because it might not happen. But yes, what are some of the difficulties that you went through over this year of YouTubing?
Hmm.
When did we have mental breakdowns?
Yeah.
Because
My
I'm
computer
sure we've
broke
had
for a
some.
month.
We have had a few.
Oh yeah, Will's computer sort of died, didn't it?
Yep.
Yep.
We
it
say
completely
died.
Was that
blew
because
up.
of YouTube? No.
No, it just like I don't even know what happened to it. I think I spilt some tea
Oh,
on
that
it
might have been why.
and it exploded. And yeah, the like stuff.
But it's YouTube's fault, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's YouTube's
Oh.
fault.
Can I just
Yeah,
say
go.
something? I remember going on holiday and leaving Odyssey for about a week and a half. This was right
Oh,
at the beginning
remember
of
that,
the
The
item.
Adventures
Yeah.
of Timmy.
Yeah, and it gave birth to quite an interesting video, shall we say. And I remember being in Menorca and like going on a computer, just like checking out what people were doing. This is like a paid computer, so I paid 50p, and I was like, saying, "Oh yeah, said they were going to do a video every single day, like we was keeping up to at that
We
point."
did, I think.
And I looked at there; they hadn't
Yeah, we
uploaded
did.
in about 3 days, and the next day I come on, I saw this thing called The Adventures of Timmy. I'm sure for all the people who have seen it, I know what I'm talking about. And that's what happens when I leave these guys.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I'd like to do a quote. I'm sorry because it's yours, but I'm going to steal it for the moment. Give me your lunch money.
That was good. That was
So
really good.
right.
No, you Rory. Yeah, but yeah,
That's so bad.
It was so bad. It was brilliant.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's most of our videos, though, to be honest.
No, that's not
Yeah.
true.
That sums up our channel.
No, that's not true. Don't knock yourselves. You've got 21,000 subs from doing good stuff, you know.
It's actually saying
Just
like,
take.
you suck, you are idiots. That is why I'm subscribed.
Oh, wow.
to stuff
Yeah,
like
we-
that.
Well, just take the goddamn
yeah,
compliment then.
If we ever insult you, people watching this, we are most likely joking.
Most likely, we're joking all the time.
Well,
We are.
Well,
she hates some of you.
Wow. Well then.
Refer back to Jack.
Okay, has anyone got something that they'd like to say about difficulties, about good times, about this year?
I'm trying to think. Good times.
Good time,
There's
not
definitely
necessarily
been-
good times, because good time was when you found out you were a partner. But for instance, a good experience is something good that happened with this.
I guess as a whole, that is as a whole, having meeting people, talking with people, playing games with people. Oh, it's
Great.
insane. It's insane. That is the good thing.
Mhm. Any bad thing? Any bad downside to that?
I don't
Go
know.
online on Steam, get spammed by 20 people.
That
Yeah.
I
may.
don't get that anymore.
You don't get that because you don't accept anyone. You're like, oh, probably a fanboy. No.
I do that
Yeah.
now. I accept people on Steam based on their spelling.
How would
Yeah.
they know? How would you know how they're good? How good they are at spelling if you don't accept them though?
I go on their profiles.
Oh, I
If it says no information like available, I just click decline. If
Wow.
any
Kiddo,
single
kiddo.
word is spelled wrong or has wrong grammar, I click.
You dick.